I'm here exploring at Rice Creek Conservation Area. Beautiful day to be enjoying this wilderness. Nice and cool out, the sun is shining, breeze flowing through the woods here. And it's only in the 50s today. So it's a perfect time to be out here enjoying this wilderness. Really comfortable. That's your weather report for this adventure. Let's take a journey into these woods. It's windy today. Where is the rice? Now, you may be wondering how this area got its name. Rice Creek Conservation Area, Rice Creek Swamps. Well, back in the 1700s, British loyalists came here, purchased this land, and developed rice and indigo plantations. And that's part of the history here in this area, hence the name Rice Creek. Okay, I'm at this kiosk here. There's a map indicating trail system throughout the area. Mail call time. Mailbox here is actually a hiking log. You sign in when you arrive here at the trail. And it goes off in two different directions here. There's an intersection here at the trail, so I'm going to follow it this direction. Walking on part of the Florida Trail through this area, and it's ideal to explore this section of the wilderness during the cooler months in Florida, the fall through the spring. It can get quite wet in these places at certain times of the year. It's dry right now. The trail's really nice. Beautiful trees throughout the area. Really enjoying all the beautiful trees out here. Seeing some old oak trees throughout this area. And further into the woods here, in the swamps, there's some really nice cypress trees as well. You can see them in the distance. The spur trail here, an intersection. Cedar Swamp Trail. You are here, and I'm going to continue on the trail this direction. Which way to go? You can see the trail is built up along this direction. The swamps here, and also goes this direction. There's an intersection here. Let nature lead the way. Following this trail deep into the heart of the swamps here, and during the 18th century, this trail here was part of a levee that was built during the times of the rice and indigo plantations in this area. And they built this levee here up in the surrounding swamps. You can still see it today. Following this trail, taking a journey back into the past. Following this boardwalk, and there's a beautiful swamp here at the end of it where a large cypress tree is. Record-setting cypress. At the edge of this boardwalk here, beautiful swamps, and there's a record-setting cypress tree just through there in the woods, and it's the 7th largest cypress tree in Florida according to some of the records that I've read. It's incredible to see this magnificent tree still standing out here after all this time. See the water mark there on the tree base of it here, indicating how high these waters get in these swamps. It's currently dry. Incredible to see this cypress tree out here still standing in the swamps after all this time. It's a very old tree, several hundred years old at least. And there's a lot of very interesting and unique growths on this tree. It's nice to touch this tree and observe all the different textures. And you can see a water line here at the base of the tree. Now these swamps are currently dry, but this area gets very wet at certain times of the year. So this water line here at the base indicates just how high the water levels can reach in these swamps. So this cypress tree is very durable. That's why it's lasted all these years. That's also why this cypress wood is very valuable to loggers, and why many of these cypress trees were cut down in Florida's past. So it's always a treat to still see them out here when you can. Alright, just off this trail here is a really nice campsite and really great camping opportunities throughout this wilderness. Let's take a look around. Sitting here at the base of this oak tree, and it's really neat observing these roots. They're quite large. This area here, you can see where possibly an animal's been nesting. Perhaps a nice bear den here. Shaded right here. Shelter under the tree. Hiking out here along the Florida Trail, there's a really nice shelter just up ahead. Alright, here at this shelter, nice area for a campfire here, picnic table, some benches, surrounded by the wilderness, and just behind me is the Rice Creek Hilton. And people staying here that are often hiking through on the Florida Trail in this area. Take a look around. Now, it appears maybe someone camping out in here at this time, but I don't see one in the area. Shelter was designed to sleep 12. No reservations available. Store food outside the shelter. Use hangers on rafters. No cooking inside the shelter. So some general guidelines if you're going to use this. The shelter was built by volunteers of the Florida Trail Association in cooperation with the St. Johns Water Management District. It provides a welcome resting place for backpackers on the 1,500-mile Florida National Scenic Trail, as well as others who come to enjoy the beauty of Rice Creek. Great views from inside this shelter. So peaceful out here as well. Climbing up to the top part of this shelter, and there's some areas where you could rest. Nice cushions here. Let's have a look around. May just have to stay out here.